Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do an Al Horford build. So this is just after his incredible performance in game 1 of the finals. So make sure he's a center and we'll move on. So for the body settings, he's listed at 6'9" on some websites, but I think for the majority of his career he's been listed at 6'10", and that's the height I recommend going, so make sure the build's 6'10". Now in terms of the weight, we're just going to drop that to 229 pounds. So this is just for a bit of speed. In terms of the wingspan, we're just going to leave that at 7'5". For defense and rebounding, body shape's up to you, and we'll move on. So for the attributes, we're going to put close shot to 90. Particularly in his Atlanta days, which, you know, the prime of his career, he was really good around the basket. That's where most of his points came from. So we're going to make sure that's nice and high, so we're going to put that to 90. Now for driving layup, we're just going to put that to 59 just for the badge points. You get an extra badge at 59. And the same with driving dunk, we're just going to put that to 70 to unlock some animations and also an extra badge point for 12. Now for standing dunk, we're going to put that to 80. That's where most of his points came from during his Hawks years. A lot of them came on dunks. So we're going to get to 80 standing dunks. So you will have just the standard big man contact dunks with this build, which can be handy to have. Now post control, that's definitely was his primary method of scoring in his prime. You know, his all-star years. He was really good in the post, really crafty. So we're going to make sure we have Hall of Fame post moves, and we get that with 85 post control. Now for shooting, during those Atlanta years, he was only averaging 0.1 threes a game, and it wasn't until he left Atlanta and big men started stepping out beyond the 3-point line that he started to shoot threes. And he started off really well. He shot about 36%. He's had a season that's over 40% from 3. So we're going to make sure we have some good shooting in this build. So we're going to max out mid-range shot and 3-point shot for the 25 badges. You've got some good things. You've got old Hot Zone Hunter, Hall of Fame Sniper, Silver Green Machine, Limit Spot Up, Deadeye, Catch and Shoot, among other things. So you've got a good array of badges there to choose from. Now for free throw, we're just going to put that to 80. I just think that's a solid free throw, not too high to waste points, but also not too low that you will miss in game. Now for playmaking, we're going to put pass accuracy to 85. During those prime years at Atlanta, he was really good at playmaking for his teammates, particularly out of the post, a bit like what Andrew Bogut used to do at Golden State. So I'm going to make sure the build has 85 pass accuracy for that gold bullet passer. Now for ball handle, we're going to put that to 73. So you can move around the court with the ball and dribble a bit with this build. Because he did used to do that a little bit in his younger years. He would dribble up the court off a rebound, play a bit of point center here and there, very sparingly, but I do remember seeing him do that. Now with speed with ball, we're just going to put that to 57 just to unlock an extra badge point and also bronze quick first step, which we get at 50. So that's playmaking. In terms of defense, this is particularly where the build shines and where Al Horford shines himself. He's a really great and versatile defender. He often plays against centers that are taller than him, 7-footers. So he's giving up a couple inches, and he's also able to guard, smaller power forwards that might be quicker than him. So he's a really great defender, really crafty. So we're going to make sure interior defense is high. We're going to get that to 88 to unlock that gold brick wall. Now for perimeter defense, you don't get clamps with this build as it is 6'10", but it is still handy to have good perimeter defense or lateral quickness on the build. So I suggest putting it to 70. That just unlocks Pick Dodger Silver, which could be handy if you ever get switched onto the ball and they rescreen the ball handler. Could be handy to have Silver Pick Dodger. With steal, he doesn't average over a steal a game. I'm pretty sure it's under a steal. But we're still going to put that up nice and high so you get some steals in game. And we're going to put that to 72 to unlock the Silver Pickpocket. Now blocks, likewise, he only averages around a block a game, which I found surprising because he is very good at defending and you often see him get blocks, but I'd say he changes shots more often than he gets blocks. I'd love to see offensive players' shot percentages when met at the rim by Al Horford because he's really good at changing shots and causing misses rather than getting blocks. But in saying that, we're still going to put that up nice and high to 88 to unlock that gold rim protector. In terms of offensive rebound, we're just going to put that to 67. Didn't have the points to get offensive rebound up any higher. But you are a bit of a stretch player as well, so there may not be as many chances to get offensive rebounds as if you were just a pure paint beast, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. Al Horford himself only averages, around 8 something per game, and there's not a lot of offensive rebounds in there. He's only averaged over 10 rebounds once, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. In terms of defensive rebound, we are going to push that to 91 so that we get the gold rebound chaser, so that's important. Now for physicals, we're going to put speed to 69 and acceleration to 68. So you do have a bit of speed with this build at 6'10". You should be fine running up and down the court and outrunning big centers. In terms of strength, we're just going to leave that there. Vertical, we're going to get that to 75. And stamina, we're going to push that to 88. So that's the build. In total, we have 22 finishing, 25 shooting, 20 playmaking, 28 defensive badges, for a total of 94 badges for this Al Horford build. Really versatile defender, can score both inside and out, and playmake as a makeshift point center. So it's a really versatile build. Now for takeovers, I just chose the post moves, so advanced post moves, because in his prime that was definitely his go-to scoring method. And then on defense, we're just going to put paint intimidation, because he's not really a shot blocker, but he's really good at causing misses in the paint. So those are the takeovers we're going to go with. And as you can see, we've made a two-way 3-level scorer, shades of Andrea Bargnani, Joel Embiid, and Bobby Portis. So we'll take a look at the badges. So for finishing, we definitely want back down punisher, fast twitch, posterizer, rise up, unstrippable on bronze is great, grace under pressure, hook specialist, and drop stepper. I would recommend putting some badges into finishing to get hook specialist, maybe mouse in the house, slithery finishes there as well. You can definitely make a really solid post player with this build. But you just may need to put some extra badges if you do create the player. In terms of shooting, we're just going to put on some, the solid things, limitless spotter, sniper, green machine, dead eye, catch and shoot, hot zone hunter. They're all great badges. And with the 5 left, you may just want something like fade ace on silver, lucky 7. If you do play a quick, if you play 5v5s or 3v3s and you players you play with do play really fast, you may want lucky 7. And then maybe something like volume shooter or slippery off ball bronze could be really handy to have as well. In terms of playmaking, you do have 20 points here, so you can make a real versatile playmaker here at center. I'd suggest figuring out what suits you best at center. If you're not dribbling too much, probably go for more of the passing badges, but if you do want to utilize that ball handle and the speed with ball, I would recommend doing things like handles for days, quick first step, tight handles are really great, unplockables fantastic, it's silver for a center, glue hands is awesome as well, and then just the passing ones on top of that, so bullet passer gold, you've got needle threader, break starter, diamonds there, and also post playmaker might be a badge to look at as well. Now for defense, definitely want things like brick wall, pickpocket, rebound chaser, rim protector, pogo stick, and then some off the ball things, chase down artist is great, interceptor is really great as well, and definitely want intimidator, and definitely want some box out as well. So when you make the build, you might just want to put in some extra defensive badges, just maybe to get tallest defender bronze, or to get pick dodger if you think you're going to get hit by picks a lot. But you can definitely make a versatile defender with the 28 badges here. All in all, that's the build. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a really great day.